Hi, I'm Wendell G. Welcome back to the Weeble. I thought I would just go back through the injury log and just kind of survey the injuries so far this year. Originally, I was just going to look at May, but I got to digging back into it, and there's a lot of stuff I missed in April. The first thing I wanted to mention, I noticed this. Nicholas Brun was injured for Istanbul while pitching. Diagnosis, dead arm. Going to miss 3 days. I don't know about you, but when I see this, diagnosis, dead arm, I get really worried. Because I don't know how to interpret that. When I see that I've had that a few times back in the WBL days, and I would pull the guy out of the rotation for a while. I worry about it maybe being a harbinger of things to come. Jungsik Kim was injured for Australia while pitching, and basically he's going to miss the season, which was a terrible blow for both Jungsik and Australia. Australia kind of, I guess, just had to bag it with next Mike Leach. It's too bad. Jungsik was one of the guys I'd love to have on my team. Istanbul got the worst of a trade, and Lloyd was talking about it recently. Again, I apologize. I've got the sniffles, the colds, and I got the reds, the blues, and the pinks. All I can say, injuries stink. This guy busted his elbow, and unfortunately, look at the great defense. I believe that's why Yankee brought him over to help out defensively. He sure didn't help offensively, but he still is rocking a positive WAR because of that outstanding defense, man. I'd love to have this guy in my utility slot. And unfortunately, he's out. Gone like a freight train. Jorge Martinez hurt for a few weeks. Let's just focus on the biggies. Wiener for Buffalo. Lloyd took a arrow to the knee here. Torn flexor. Wiener. This guy, he's not going to overwhelm you with his stuff, but he's got decent movement and good control. He can pitch a long day. How well has he done? He did really well for Buffalo in 43 games, 1 start. I'm looking at last year. That was kind of a, look at AAA at 6.30 ERA, 1.5. It's kind of a iffy call-up from AAA, but he did fantastic last year for Buff. Fantastic. Wow. He got her done last year. This year, only 5.2 innings, never got in his groove, and blew up his elbow. Tough break. Tough break. I lost my place. Here I am. Wiener. Tom Jong, Istanbul took another. I'll tell you what, Yankee just gets more than his share of injuries. He always has. Back in the WBL, he did too. Ugly got great movement on his. Look at that, 0.0 home runs per 9 innings. Giving up basically 0 home runs in 3 games started. Pitching brilliantly, 1.19 innings, 0.93 whip. Another one, kind of like Wiener, not overwhelming stuff, but in this case, great movement and good control, great stamina, extreme ground ball pitcher. I like this guy. I'd love to have one or two of these guys on my rotation. Unfortunately, UCL. Damn, these pitchers and their ligaments, man. Somebody needs to fix that issue. Tom Jong, so out for Istanbul. As we move up. 2 months. Raul Torres for Amsterdam. No pity. I don't care. Amsterdam. Wow. This guy's not only green, he's blue. He's still out. He's got a sprained ankle. 2 more weeks. In 5 starts, throwing a 2.16 ERA and 1.05 whip. That's elite. Spectacular. Raul Torres. He needs a good nickname. 4 months. Roy Rapley, False Bay. Wow, JD took a tough injury on this one, Roy Rapley. Green and blue across the board. Wow, man. Some of you guys got great pitchers. He wasn't rocking a great ERA. 5 starts, nor a great whip. He wasn't really performing. He hadn't got his groove yet. Blew out his elbow, fractured it. I guess that's a bone injury, right? Where'd you go? Where'd he go? Here he is. Torn labrum. Only a 6-week injury for Helga. Right fielder Nesson Farron. And he's back in the lineup, it looks like. Hitting .267. Left-handed right fielder. Very popular. Saiwan Chong, collision out of base. I wonder who he was playing. Hopefully that wasn't us he was playing against when he did that. Fine contact looking shortstop here. Fine defensive shortstop. Man, I like this guy. Red, you want to trade him? Skeeter? I like Skeeter a bunch. 4.5 star rating. I think our scouts really overrate speed. In real life, speed kills, but it also injures too, And that's not my top priority when I'd call this guy 3.5 star, but that's just me. This guy's going to get on base all day long. 381. I think he's living under his OBP expectations. He's only struck out 19 times in 139 plate appearances. I like that guy, man. I like this guy. Trade him to me, Rad. Rad, are you doubling? Whoever's doubling. Catcher Bill Harris for Helga. Oh, Helga lost Bill Harris for a month. Oh, man. He's back in the lineup now, but that's tough. That's a tough loss there for Helga. Espen Ottestad, injured while running the bases. He broke his leg running the bases 6 weeks. I don't know if he was trying to steal or whatever, but that's why I kind of keep the reins on guys. I don't do a whole lot of stealing. Genoso, another crawdad. Bone bruise, trying to make a play. Oh, Vegas. Vegas took a pitching injury. Rafael Franco ruptured UCL. 1 year. That's a devastating injury. Oh, man, what tempo. What a great-looking guy, man. Oh, Shazbot. He wasn't really pitching up to his ratings. 5.29 ERA, 1.38 whip. Maybe more of a sign of the defense behind him, but man, in only 7 starts, he had a 1.2 WAR. Who wouldn't want to have Franco on the team, man? You very smart, Franco. High intelligence. See, this is the guy who knows when not to throw the changeup. You watching that, Favela? This guy knows when not to throw the changeup. Oh man, that was a tough loss for Vegas, man. Anything, 3 weeks, yeah, it hurts, but kind of chump change, a few weeks, who cares, right? 12 months. Oh, another Vegas man, Munyoung Park, Coffin, took a torn labrum to the shoulder. Damn. This guy was pitching fantastic. 19 appearances, 30 innings, 3 starts, 1.11 whip. Oh, man. A little bit of walky kind of a guy, but, oh, man, I like Coffin. Left-hander, 38 years old. And, yeah. Was he, did he have a wrecked, fragile or wrecked? It seems like I saw Coffin out there, and I was like, I'm not sure I want. When did he sign him? Well, for one thing, he's 38. Didn't want to sign it. Okay, he's got him to a 2-year contract. Amsterdam had released him. Vegas traded him to Amsterdam for a draft pick. Amsterdam released him, and then Vegas picked him back up. Interesting. I don't see any injuries really to speak of lately. Actually, I guess that would be the easy way to do it. Oh, well, that was this year's injury, but nothing really major before that. So maybe I would just, maybe I was thinking about somebody else. Coffin. It's his contract for next year. It's not an option. Pardon me. Oh, wow. Coffin Park. There's 2 tough injuries for Vegas's rotation. Baton Rouge, center fielder Thomas Herrera Left-hander, 29 years old, making 3.4. Broke his hand. Is out for 3 months. He's wrecked. Yikes. Hitting 286. Was he the leader for the batting leader for Baton Rouge? He was close to it. Mount Blanc was right up there. Herrera. This is a part of the Baton Rouge offense. They could ill afford to lose if they weren't tanking to the bottom. Man. Really weird. I'd like to have some of your players. Trade them to me. Trade them to me. Baton Rouge took another. Oh, man. Sahir Ben Jamal. Shoulder bursitis while throwing the ball. Yeah, he's kind of a bottom rotation kind of a guy. He's an innings eater kind of a guy anyway. He only started 5 games, 31 innings. So, yeah. This guy's out there just to soak up innings. Next one. Oh, Cairo took a tough injury here. Wooly has showed up in the Weeble. And Wooly, man, a fine looking pitcher. Look at that, man. 6-pitch genius. Every one of them are fantastic. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's got the knuckle curve. Pitches the knuckle curve. 60 stamina. Man, I want this guy. He torn his flexor tendon. Cairo. Man. Fig's probably not going to let this guy go. And I don't think I'd be willing to trade too awfully much for somebody for damaged goods, but this guy'd be worth a speculation if Figs had a bad feeling about him. Figs has a bad feeling about this guy after his injury, and somebody else has a good feeling about him. This would be worth a deal. Man. Great defense. Left-hander. Yeah, no way Figs is moving this guy. This guy's franchise. But if he's not, let me know, Figs. Lieutenant Dan had a little tic-tac injury. Cairo, Altagracia, Carbishley. Man, Cairo, running the pitchers into the ground. Are you running a 4-man rotation, Cairo? God damn, you are. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. God damn, Figs. Well, I guess you're wearing out your starters. Strict order. A 4-man rotation in strict order? Well, say goodbye to these guys. You son of a bitch. How many innings here? Pitching stats, innings pitched. He's got 3 guys with 90 innings already. God almighty. Son of a biscuit. Pitching. What have I got? I got 1 guy with 90. That's Sasaki. Sasaki, did you agree to a goddamn extension yet? You didn't, you son of a bitch. Morales and Mason. Even Mason's got only 81 innings. I don't know why Sasaki's got so many innings. Yeah, I do too. Because he's winning. He's winning games. Because he's winning games. That's why, dog. That's why. Okay, no worries. No worries. No worries. Let's go back. Back. Cairo. Cairo pitching. That ain't what I wanted. Why'd you change? Innings. Look at this. 93, 92, 91. Dead arm. Dead body. Keyworth. He's too old for this shit. Figs. Alright, guys. Screenshot time. Print screen. These are the guys to stay away from. These 4. I love this guy. Tang Reptile. Love him. But he's going to be dead. Let me customize. Let's add, I don't care about uniform number. Who cares about uniform number? Superstitious people. Tang, 28, dead. Dead at the age of 28. Diagnosis, arm. God, Cairo, what are you doing, man? Let's go back. Back. Where were we? Let me pause and find my place. Okay, we're back. Here's Wooly. Oh, man. How many pitches has he thrown this year? What's his pitch count? Oh, Wooly. 2043. Where's the pitch count at? PI. He thrown 70 innings. He threw 190 innings last year. God damn. Pitches. Where you at? Where's your... Son of a bitch. Where your fucking pitches at? View. Am I just not seeing it? Basic pitching. It should be PI. Pitches. Should be PI. Number of pitches should be like right up here. PI. Pitches. Do we even know how to keep track of pitches? Damn. Really? Am I just not seeing this? Where is the pitch count? Son of a bitch. You guys are probably shouting at me. I know you are. I know it. Innings pitched. I just want pitches. Number of pitches. Number of motherfucking pitches. Okay, well, let's do this. Pitch in. Pitching stats. Just give me the damn number of pitches. God dang. How freaking hard is this? PI. Boom. PI. Where you at, PI? PI. Pitches. The fuck? 1,400, 1,300, 1,300, 1,100. Jesus Christ. $1,400. Oh, reptile. I'm going to send you a sympathy card, Broseph. Let's look at contrast here. Hold on a minute. Well, here I am with Mason. 1,400 pitches. 1,300 with Sasaki. And I've got Mason on a pitch count. Look at my guys. You see I got pitch count set up? Got Marrero on a 100 pitch count because he's a 35 stamina or something like that. Mason's throwing a lot of pitch. Yes, strikeout guys throw a lot of pitches. That's right. I've forgotten that. Well, all right. I guess I retracted a little bit of that outrage, that indignancy. Yeah, here's Cairo. Okay. All right. No worries, Cairo. The Iron 4. 1,100 pitches. I had more than that, over 1,000 pitches. Wow. Man. Pot and kettle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit more even load. And then the big drop off down to 600 for Tripod, who is now in the rotation but was not. Yeah. Okay. Fascinating. Yeah, that's check that out, guys. That could be interesting. Also, shouts to Gooksta. I've been messing around with my secondary roles after listening to what Gooksta had to say. So, yeah, kind of cool, man. Kind of cool. Here you see my 6-man rotation. See how that works for a while. Sung Young Koo was complaining because he wasn't in the rotation. So, alright, put you in the rotation, dude. See how you do. And let's wrap this up quickly, dog. You got to mow grass, dog. I don't want to. You got to, dog. Je ne sais quoi. Out for another week. Baton Rouge, man. Cairo. Nobuhiko Tanaka. Torn flexor. 8 to 9 months. Was this guy starting? Looks like he was in a relief role. He was in a relief role. Man, he went from single A. How old is this guy? 37. So he was a minor league free agent. Yep, hired in mid-May for the purpose of tearing out his flexor tendon. So he had 2 starts in single A. Then Figs realized he needed to be in triple A. He had 6 relief appearances in triple A. Brought him up to the WBL. Did fantastic. 1.20 WHIP, 1.80 ERA. A little bit heavy on the walks, but perfect on the home runs. No home runs allowed in 5 innings. Only 5 innings, though. Short sample size, small sample size, extreme ground ball. And 37 years old, blew him up. Better him than somebody else, right? He go to like a Figs, though. I mean, these little injuries can be adding up for Figs. Soul Glow, finally. I don't think I've been talking about Soul at all. Soul gets a bit of an injury here. Gabriel Mercier, the Exorcist. He's got a little bit of inflammation in the shoulder. I don't really know. I guess in terms of fragile. I guess in terms of WBL, one injury is the same as another, but 6-6, 4.97 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 14 starts. I guess this guy was the bottom of the rotation for Soul. Not the best K to BB ratio, but not bad. Not bad at all. Solid. 83 innings, 32 walks. Solid. Better than it looked to begin with. 83 innings, 89 hits. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So Soul took a little bit of an injury. Henry Brown, downtown Henry Brown of Amsterdam, injured on a defensive play, tore up his ankle 2 months. Oh, Henry, Hank, 41-year-old Hank, tornado. Oh, man. Into spring training, Amsterdam brought him in, and he rewarded the hamsters with a 284 average. Hasn't mashed, but they didn't want him. They didn't hire him to mash. I wonder why he's got a minus .6 WAR. I wonder if his defensive performance was not so great. Yeah, zone rating minus 5.6, range factor 1.67 in left field. Not making the plays. Man, he got 5. He started 58 games. He's been their everyday starter in left field. Only 2 errors. So his efficiency is good. He just doesn't get to the ball. Range 45, yeah. This is one of those injuries that might actually improve a team because it forces you to put in a better player if you got one. And I would imagine Amsterdam's got one. Antonio de los Santos, 6 weeks only. He'll be back in time for the stretch run. Fractured hand and 30-year-old. Batting 263, 310, 423 for Cairo. His OPS plus is under 100. Only 9 home runs, but that OBP is what it's all about here. Tearing up lefties and doing not so great against righties. His big split here. Basically, oh, what a scowl. That guy. Oh, man, and $22 million. His contract was ridiculous, wasn't it? 22, 19, 70. Oh, man, 30. Kind of guy that could become an albatross at some point. Now that I said that, he's going to tear it up. Anything else? That's pretty much it for the injury log. So I guess I'll wrap this up. Let's go take a look at the league newspaper and see what's up. No surprise here at the top. Amsterdam, False Bay, Cairo, and Helsingborg at the top 4 spots in the standings. Your 2 leaders in each division. Moscow is number 5. We're kind of up and down in the power rankings here. And hopefully I'm going to make some changes that will get us a little bit better up. We'll see. Orlando Aguilar, Istanbul had a North League Player of the Week. He hit 3 home runs in 1 game and 4 home runs for the week. He went 500 for the week with 6 RBIs and 9 runs. So far, hitting it with a 315 for the year. Fantastic. 23 home runs already this year. Good word. Look at that. 23 home runs already. Mark McGuire. Orlando Mark McGuire Aguilar. This guy's on some... How old is he? 26? He's too young to be on the good stuff yet. The clear. Look at that. He went from 256 to 3. This guy's on the clear. 256 to 315 year over year. That's a big jump. Although he was 280 in 2041. You know what happened? He took a little bit of injury, got hooked on some steroids to rehab, and he's out of control now. Mark McGuire. Asterisk Aguilar. Let's see. Okada shutout. The Ottomans, 13-0. Morales talked about him. Oh, Muddy Yada hurt while cleaning garage. Really? Dude, you're supposed to hire somebody else to do that for you. How much you make? A bumped elbow. Oh, man, I bet he hit his funny bone. All right, guys. Well, anyway, I guess that wraps up my injury update. And I sure wish OTP had a way to mark future draft pick trades instead of just this year's draft pick trades. Astute on the attack. Big Bang Theory. All right, guys. Well, that's it from Wendell G. That's it from the UBL. And one thing I want to postscript and mention: we got a great race over in the South League between False Bay and Cairo. Cairo has held the lead, and you can see at 7-3 they really didn't have a bad week. But False Bay went 9-1 this week to pick up and move into the lead. So we got a great race over there in the South. For the wild card, looks like Buenos Aires is in the catbird seat, just letting these guys knock themselves out, keeping enough distance between them and Key West. I mean, I think Key West packed it in just a little bit early, shipping out Keyworth and this guy, Fontenot. Love Fontenot, man. Love Fontenot. He's fantastic. Big fan of him. And he's doing extremely well this year. Also like Chavez, like Robles, of course Barrett. These guys are great. Buffalo's really got a solid team. They're getting on base in the South League. They're just not putting across the runs. And their home runs, probably the reason. Oh, man. I had to pause. Whew. All right, I got to go mow the grass. Good luck to Buffalo. I think they got all the pieces. Their pitching is fine. They need to work on their defense a little bit, in my opinion, and push some of those base runners across the plate. And they're my dark horse team for next year in the South League. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.